first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second 20. Now Wilson on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Allen Bailey in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long. It's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 23. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. On the run, this is Hunt. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him hit the spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. It's
a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fix and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll toss it out to Carson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Wilson forced out to his left. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Here's Wilson to throw. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Ed Dixon from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Mahomes now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And takes it over the middle. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Gotta go, hurry up, let's go. Good jumbo, good jumbo.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They set up the screen to Penny. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Thank you.
Off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Mahomes now 6 of 10 of this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Mahomes going to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And they'll get this down to the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He'll get it up the middle, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now, Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Wilson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flying over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Well, you know, we've got a pretty big sample size now from the NFL season, Charlie. I want to ask you, going back to the draft, who was the biggest steal in 2018?
Well, the biggest steal is Philip Lindsay.
Oh, guy that wasn't even drafted?
Wasn't even drafted, but how about what the Denver personnel department did, identifying him ahead of time, potentially not being drafted and ready to pounce when the call didn't come for him. And what a job he's done for them, running it, catching it, open field guy, in traffic. He's done it all. I think Saquon Barkley from the Giants has been everything as advertised. Calvin Ridley with Atlanta has been spectacular. Quentin Nelson, offensive guard with the Colts. He's rookie of the month, wasn't he?
Yeah, back in October. How about that?
Yeah, how about that for an offensive lineman? We've had 4 quarterbacks start games: Mayfield, Darnold, Allen, and Rosen.
And Quentin Nelson, one final note on that. He was the first offensive lineman ever given that award, so hats off to him.
Definitely.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll toss it to Hunt. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this
Better wrap up. Better wrap up.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They run with Hunt. And able to work his way down to the 16. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
So that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. They know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called him up.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, oftentimes when we get a chance to talk league-wide, we go offense and we don't get a lot of defensive talk. But let's talk about some young rookies. I know you've told me Darius Leonard and the Colts has really impressed you.
He certainly has. He's impressed the entire league. I mean, at times he approaches 20 tackles a game. Sideline to sideline, end zone to end zone, out of South Carolina State. So you don't think about him, but you should. Derwin James with the Chargers. Been as good as advertised at the safety position. Jair Alexander, the corner from Green Bay, missed a couple of games early in the season, but he got the attention of the New England Patriots brass before they played. They were really impressed with him. But Bradley Chubb is doing exactly what we thought he would do, chasing down quarterbacks. Dante Action Jackson out of LSU, North Carolina, really knows how to ball hawk and take the ball out of the air and take it the other way.
Oh, you were ready for that. That's a good list of defensive rookies right there. Escaping the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Davis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point. That's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
We're back now in KC. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what the pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Got no time back here.
We talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Green 90.
Now it's Mahomes again. Under pressure, and he
No time.
sacked back at the 46.
Jeez.
He came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And
he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Alright, I don't got no time. Cut the 5-minute sack.
Here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
I'm sacked.
There to Hunt. Now Mahomes out to his left. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They got a chance to strike.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in.
See, should I go for the win? Should I go for it? See, this for the win right here.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up.
This for the win right here.
So now
Oh, snap.
the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
Oh, what should I want?
No, what am I?
Now whistles here.
She just said that play didn't work.
Third and final timeout of the second half. They have.
Why you running gun?
It's set for a big two-point conversion.
God, broadcasting. Huh?
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he is in for the two. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game.
Huh?
Butker now to kick this one away.
Why? I just started it.
You started the game?
Huh? Yeah, I did. Why?